Hi, Miss Hare here with this week's maths lesson on multiplication. I hope you're all ready to do some great work. Let's go. Okay, for our starter today, we're going to make our very own times table practice sheet. Now, I got this idea from Poppy P in 3P. I thought it was brilliant and that we could all have a go at making our own as a starter to practice our times tables. Here's how to make it. To make your starter game, you will need a piece of paper, some felt tip pens or pencil crayons, a glue stick, post-it notes and a pen or pencil. If you don't have any post-it notes, that's okay. You can use another piece of paper and just cut it up into small sections. So to start with, we're going to write the title, Times Table Practice. Next, you'll need to get your post-it note or your piece of paper and fold it in half. Once it's folded in half, with your fold at the top, you're going to write a times table question. It can be any question from the 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 or 10 times table that you normally struggle with and need a bit more practice. So I'm going to write one that's going to be 3 times 4 because this one tricks me sometimes. Then I'm going to work out the answer and write it on the inside. So 3, 6, 9, 12. I counted in my 3s to work that out. My answer goes in the middle. And then I can stick this, if I've got a post-it note, stick by itself, or I can use a glue stick to stick it on my piece of paper. Then I can see my question, and as I open it, you'll be able to see my answer. Once you've stuck on all your questions, you could add some doodles or pictures. I've chosen some of the words that might mean the same as multiply just to help me remember. Then you can practice your questions revealing the answers. See how many you can get in a minute. See how long it takes you to answer the questions. Our learning objective for today is to multiply 1 and 2-digit numbers by 1 digit. Now the word we need to focus on here is multiply. What do we mean by the word multiply? Pause the video and have a little think. Here are lots of different words that could mean the same as multiply. We've got groups of, lots of, repeated addition, that just means adding the same number over and over. Product, which is the answer that we get when we multiply two factors together. And times. All of these, if you see them in a question, could mean multiply. Okay, we're going to start with a Chilli 1 my turn question. For this part of the lesson, you will need a ruler and a pencil. So my question is 7 times 5 equals, we could also say 7 groups of 5 equals. Okay, remember in all those different ways. Now we're going to use a bar model to do this question. Now I'm going to draw my bar model using my ruler to make sure it's nice and neat. It's 7 groups of 5. So I need 7 groups first of all. Just to check, 7 groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, how many do I have in each group? 7 groups of 5. Well done. So 5 needs to go in each group. Now, the part that I don't know at the moment is how many there are all together. And this is the bit that I need to work out. Now I've made my bar model, I could start by adding them together. Or if I can count in my 5s, I could count up in my 5s, which I'm going to do. I'd like you to join in with me. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Well done. So our answer is 35. Now some of you might have been able to do that question without your bar model, and that's okay. But the bar model is there to help us if we need it. Now it's your turn to have a go at this question. 6 times 3. Pause the video and have a go. Well done for having a go at your question. 6 times 3. equals. We're going to check it together. Now I've already drawn my bar model because I know there are 6 groups of 3. So I've drawn 6 groups. Now remember, we don't know how many there are altogether, and that's what we're trying to solve. It does tell me how many is in each group. So I can write 3 in each group. Now I can count in my 3s to see how many there are all together. I'd like you to count with me. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. So my answer is 18. Well done if you got it right. Here are some Chilli 1 questions for you to have a go at on your own. Don't forget to use the bar model if you need to. Off you go. Now we're moving on to the Chilli 2 questions. These questions have a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number in. So we're going to start with a my turn, and the question is 40 times 5. Remember, this could mean lots of things like 40, lots of 5. Now, to work this one out, I can use some of my known facts. These are facts that I already know from my times tables. So 40 times 5 is a bit tricky at the moment, but I do know 4 times 5. Okay, forget it's 40 at the moment. We're going to look at 4 times 5. Now you could count in your 4s or your 5s, or you might just know the answer to this one. I've been practicing, so I know it's 20. Now if 4 times 5 is 20, 40 is 10 times bigger than 4. So my answer must be 10 times bigger. That means 40 times 5 must equal 200. Now it's your turn to have a go at a 2 Chilli question. This one is 30 times 4. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so you should have had a go at the your turn question, 30 times 4. We're going to check this together now. So remember, we're using those known facts, the facts that we already know. So we already know 3 times 4 equals, what's the answer? Well done, it's 12. Now look, 30 is 10 times bigger than 3. 3 times 10 is 30, which means to find this answer here, we need to times 12 by 10, which is 120. That should be your answer. Now here are some Chilli 2 questions for you to pause the video and have a go at. Don't forget to use those known facts. Okay, now we're going to look at the Chilli 3 questions. These ones have a 2-digit number multiplied by a 1-digit. Okay, you'll notice in this one, we've got a value in the tens and a value in the ones. That makes it a little bit trickier, but we're going to look at a method together. So we're going to start by splitting up this number 38, okay, into our tens, which is 3 tens or 30, and our ones, where we've got 8. Now it's asking us to times 38 by 5. So even though we split the number up, we're still going to times both 8 and 30 by 5. To give us 2 answers. So we're going to start 8 times 5 is, well done, it's 40. And 30 times 5. Now we can use what we did in Chilli 2 to help us with this. We know 3 times 5 is 15. So 30 times 5 equals 150. Now with these 2 mini answers, we need to add them back together to get our overall answer. I'm just going to move 40 over so that my ones are in the same column, my tens and my hundreds. So I'm going to do 40, add 150. No ones, 4 and 5, that's 9 tens, no hundreds and 190. So my final answer for my whole question is 190. Why don't you have a go at your turn, this question, 57 multiplied by 4. Remember to use the same partition method. Off you go. You've just had a go at this question, 57 multiplied by 4. We're going to check it together to see if you got the right answer. So we're going to start with this number, 57. We split it up into tens and ones. Now remember, each part of this number, 57, is going to be multiplied by what? Well done. It's going to be multiplied by 4. So 7 times 4 and 50 times 4. Now, 7 times 4, we can count in our 4s. We haven't yet learnt how to count in our 7s in year 3, but we can count in our 4s. So we're going to count together to work out 4 times 7. Okay? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. So our answer is 28. Then we're going to do 50 times 4. Remember, we know our known facts. So 5 times 4 is 20. 50 is 10 times bigger, so that means the answer is 200. We add these two together, starting at the ones always. 8 adds 0 is 8. 20 add nothing is 20. 200 add nothing. 228 should be your answer. Here are some Chilli 3 questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video and remember to show your workings out. Here are the answers for the Chilli 1 questions. Here are the answers for the Chilli 2 questions. Here are the answers for the Chilli 3 questions. Now here is a Chilli 1 word problem for you. I'm going to read the question and then I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at answering it. Mr. Gum bought 5 packs of 6 eggs. How many eggs did he have altogether? This is a Chilli 2 word problem. I'm going to read it to you and then I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at answering it. Jake visited 30 gardens in a week. In each garden, he ate 5 flowers. How many did Jake eat altogether? Here's a Chilli 3 word problem for you to have a go at. I'm going to read the question first. Mr. Gum planted 5 new plants every day for a week. He did this for 8 weeks. How many plants did he plant in total? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, the answer should be 5 times 6, because there's 5 packs of 6 eggs, and 5 times 6 equals 30. Well done. The answer to the Chilli 2 word problem is he has 30 gardens. He visited 30 gardens and then he ate 5 flowers in each. So we've got 30 times 5. We know 3 times 5 is 15. So 30 times 5 must be 150. Well done. Now the Chilli 3 word problem was a bit more complicated because it had 2 steps in it. So first we had to read the first sentence. Mr. Gum planted 5 new plants every day for a week. Now we know that there are 7 days in a week. So in 1 week he planted 5 times 7, which is 35. Okay, that was in 1 week. But then for the second part it says he did this for 8 weeks. So we needed to multiply this by 8. Using the method I used earlier, I came up with the answer 280. This one is my final answer. Well done. Well done for your brilliant hard work today with maths and your excellent perseverance. It was quite tricky at times. You must have worked really hard. I'm very proud of you. Again, Mini Miss Hare has joined us again to let us know about all these wonderful people who've been on our online games. On My Maths, we've got from 3C, top of the leaderboards, we've got Micah in 3C, Riley in 3H, Alfie S in 3P, Noah in 3B, who's actually 3rd in the whole school, but he's closely followed by Isabel PL, who's actually 5th in the whole school. So well done to you guys. Now at the bottom here, we've got the leaderboards from TT Rockstars. So Tyler W in 3P has earned the most coins in the last week, and Erin in 3H has the most improved speed. So well done to everybody on the leaderboard and all of you guys at home. Keep up the good work and we hope to see you soon. Bye.